All right, guys, so today I'm going to show you how to get a compass reading on a building. So come with me.
All right, so this is a pretty extreme example because I had to use my daughter's iPad. So as you can see, the degrees at the bottom. But you can pretty much take any smartphone you have and you can stand just at the front door, the facing of the building, and you can orient it to the front of the building. Once it stops spinning, you could take, that measurement from there. All right, now that a facing direction has been established in this property, I want to kind of talk to you about, why assessments are made on properties and stuff like that. So the best thing I've ever heard somebody say is Feng Shui does not work without a goal. And so you have to have a goal in mind. What is your goal for this property? What is your goal, in life? Do you want to, maybe you're stuck in a position in a job and, you want to, maybe move up, do you have the certifications for that thing? Do you need to activate an area that activates your intelligence so you can study for a test, in your job? Do you just want your kids, to sleep better? There's just things like that. You can assess when you're looking at properties. So the owner of this property, this is an example of what, Feng Shui it can provide an assessment for wealth capacity. So the owner, he actually owns the property it's on this side. It's actually right next door. He bought this property because this property it's facing a major highway up here, facing north, and it's zoned commercial. And so his question is there a better capacity for growth? And what's taken into consideration is all of this, the way it faces, the degrees it faces. In this case, we're going to assess the door facing. And there's some stuff, with the advanced formulas you can look at to get really detailed to say like, hey, this building is really good for this, type of, work. It's really good for my goals in life. And so that's one way Feng Shui and Chinese metaphysics is used to make an assessment of a property. Okay, so now it's the time to actually lay the compass over your floor plan. So to start, you're going to want to kind of square off the floor plan. You see there's some little corners, that's the porch and things like that. And so what you can kind of do is just take this paper, measure it out where the two ends are together, and you can fold it in on itself, as such, and it's going to, form the crease in there, and you're just going to go off of that line there. So there's my center, okay? What I will then do is orient. This is a really amazing template, and I will put a link for it online. It's so easy because a lot of people, you don't have software when you first start out, or you just want to map your home. You're not trying to be a consultant or anything like that. But, it's a really easy way to mark these areas without having to worry about, where are these areas at. It marks everything on here for you. Super easy to use. And again, I'll put a link online. So this property is oriented to it's going to be 356 north. So here's my 352. And so 356 is going to actually be, it's going to be in here a little bit in this area. So I'm just going to find my 356. And then you're just going to start marking. You want to use these hashes because this is, these are areas you're going to actually want to fill in also. So you just start marking. All right, so now that you've marked everything, you're going to want to put in, so there's like North 2, you can put rat, ox, tiger. You want to mark all your animal signs. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with those later, okay? I'll put, where each of these are. I'll make that in my notes. And now that you have it established, like I said, you're just going to want to take these hashes that you made and you're going to want to bring them down so it forms subsectors. So you get not only north, but north 1, 2, and 3, northeast, 1, 2, and 3.